sometime between when Hitchens came into my life in 2011 and now, I've kind of been thinking that the world we live in is a brutish and nasty world inherently. It's kill or be killed, nature red in tooth and claw, nature green in root and stem, just combat everywhere. Combat. Collaboration just arising so that complicated creatures can fucking cohabit within one another long enough to breed, right? I mean, altruism is kind of like just an extra rudder on the back of the boat to try to steer it away from the rocks long enough for us to make kids and shit. And then I heard of Grizzly Man. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, everyone. I heard of Grizzly Man, the Werner Herzog documentary of Timothy Treadwell, who, if you don't know, Timothy Treadwell was a man from Long Island. Yeah, he would summer in this remote forest reserve, this park in Katumai, I think it was called, in Alaska. There's fucking bears everywhere. Fucking bear. He loved bears. The guy was weird. I'll say that right from the beginning. The guy was weird. But you listen to some of his soliloquies or monologues, and he says, because he's out there with a recorder, he's recording himself, him and his girlfriend. They're recording themselves out there, and he's got magnificent footage of bears and stuff, and he tames these foxes. This guy is such, and I mean the hatred of this guy on YouTube and even some stand-up comedians who I really like, they're vicious. So if you don't know his fate, he made a huge mistake. Obviously, the whole enterprise was a big mistake, and everyone was like, this guy's going to die. And he's just up front. He pets bears. Like, he's up in bears' faces. Huge grizzlies, enormous grizzlies. And they're looking at him like, what the fuck? They're like, look, one bear looks at him. He's like, hey, dude, really? Really? You're lucky I'm full right now. Kind of looks at him and turns his back and kind of lopes away, looking over his little bare shoulders at like, what the fuck?
Sure.
This guy's crazy. And so he stays out too late when the bears are getting real ornery, like in October, and he gets mauled, he gets killed and eaten, he and his girlfriend. And I shouldn't have done this, but I'm kind of glad I did. Herzog himself wouldn't play the footage because it happened so fast. Treadwell didn't actually take the cap off his lens, but the audio was still. And I only got through 2 minutes of it. It's apparently 6 minutes long. It's on the internet, and it's I've never heard anything worse in my life. It's horrible. 6 fucking minutes. I mean, I can only get through 2. And this guy, this is something else. And he's not a writer, but he's sort of continuing the work that Henry Miller, Joan Didion, Melville, Christopher Hitchens have done for me. James Baldwin, can't leave James Baldwin enlarged my mind about that half of America that I didn't want to face, because I am a racist. Black America. My brothers and sisters and my cousins, my family, and this dumb American enterprise. I just wanted to believe what I wanted to believe, and that was it. And then black people started getting shot by cops, and we started to pay attention to that finally. It's not that they started to get shot by cops, they've been all along. But it's like Timothy Treadwell is, I can't even describe to you what I felt, the pity, something even more than pity somehow. Here's the thing. Here's a man who's obviously emotionally hurt. I mean, he's deeply hurt by something. And he overcompensates by being too rosy and cheerful. You know how some people, this happens when women, I think, more than men, if they get raped or if they get beaten when they're kids, they keep that voice. Do you know what I mean? They keep that voice into their 40s. They're covering it up. It's dissociative. Here's a man hurt by something. And he's out there and he's smelling bear shit. He's getting his hands on it. He's give me my hat back, like a fox like steals his hat and he's, come on, give me my fucking hat back. You know what I mean? Like he's hurt and he's like, no, girl, women don't love me. Women don't like me. They think I'm strange. But I think I'm all right. I think I'm a good guy. to go from that to him, this bear is eating his stomach. I have to pull back from that. Like the nature ridden. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought I knew from my own experience and from fucking, from just being in this world and reading about bad shit that happens to people every single day. I thought I knew what nature red in tooth and claw meant. I thought I knew what the howling abyss meant until this. It's like adds a whole new layer to it. And I don't want to look at it. It's a weird thing. I wish I didn't. That's the funny, I wish I didn't listen to that 2 minutes. Because there's a Herzog did show. I mean, I had to go on YouTube to find the audio because Herzog didn't include it. And somehow it got out. I don't know. And it might not even be the same audio, but it certainly sounded like him and her. It sounded like the Treadwell and his girlfriend. I forget her name. And Herzog had included in the documentary the last recording that Treadwell did. It's a harsh fall day in Alaska, right? So it's like cold rain falling, everything is turning brown, and I'm thinking, in that cold, wet, gray, alone with his girlfriend, he and his girlfriend died like that. A fucking huge grizzly just ate them alive. Oh my God. And everyone just, oh, he fucking deserves it. Fuck him. He's an idiot. He's a fag. He's fucking dumb. Oh, she shouldn't have hit the bear with the frying pan. He should have played dead. What? And Herzog himself couldn't even take it. It's interesting. I listened to some interviews he did on making that. Herzog was saying, for me, Timothy is still alive, because Herzog listened to it, that audio. And he's like, oh, yeah, Timothy for me is still alive. He was he did. No, that's dissociative. You can't, even Werner Herzog can't fucking take this. Fitzcarraldo, fucking the guy who did all these crazy movies with Klaus Kinski, this great artist, he can't fucking take it. All the shit he's seen, he can't fucking take it. God damn, it's horrible. And there's a fucking scene too, or even the Bush pilot who used to take Treadwell out there and say, "You're gonna die out there, bro," or whatever. At the end of the documentary, he's singing this song, and he's like, he adds at the lyrics at the end, "Treadwell is gone," but not with any sadness, kind of just like upbeat, like, yeah, the idiot, you fucking told him. Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, I don't even know what that's gonna do for me, but I'm telling you, I don't wanna look at that. That's my limit. I don't know. Fuck, that's harsh, dude. It's harsh. It doesn't seem to, like, I'm reading a book right now by Franz de Waal, The Bonobo and the Atheist. And it's like, yeah, he's saying these beautiful things about how altruism is it's not nature red in tooth and claw, it's collaboration among mammals and all these things. It's a way of looking, like, things aren't as harsh in the animal world as we like to think. Empathy and compassion are endemic to, elephants, bonobos, even chimps times, and it's like human beings. And I'm like, yeah, Franz de Waal can say this because he wasn't ass raped. That's all. He was never in a prison shower in America. That's how, you know what I mean? Like, it's really affecting how I think. Hearing this poor bastard get eaten, it's holy shit. Like, it's gonna affect me. I know it is. It already has, but it's recent. Like, it's like about a week, less than a week that I first even heard of the Grizzly Man.
Is it because of people's reaction to it, the lack of sympathy, the fact that people want to wear the badge of "I told you so"?
It's part of it.
Rather than "poor man," there's something wrong with it.
That's definitely part of it. But I think of this hurt guy out there. He's literally in the teeth of a beast, and he lives for 13 years in danger. Not 13 seasons, in summer seasons. He seasons there. He goes back to heal himself. He was hurt by something. I don't know his personal life, but you hear him talk, and he's really out of his mind with grief, and he's trying to cover it with this pleasant, sunny, naturalist kind of demeanor. He gets fucking eaten. Oh, alone on his back, his girlfriend screaming. Just imagine it. The last moments of your life, killed by the thing you loved. He loved grizzly bears. He loved them in his own weird, not quite understanding grizzly bears way. Oh God, it's fucking hard. So that's an influence too.
What are you gonna
I
do with
wouldn't say
that?
he's an inspiration.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say, but that is an influence. Holy shit. What'd you say? What am I going to do with it?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, all I can do, right? That's all I really can do, right? Somehow about it. I'm not going to make a Timothy Treadwell character or something like that. I'm never going to do that. I don't think. Oh, it gives the lie because I think since reading Didion and Baldwin and since listening to Hitchens, I wanted to believe that empathy, the expanding circle, right, of empathy, was society, making society stronger, was an antidote to nature. The lines are a bit blurred now, I think, for me. I see combative things in society all the time. I think I was a utopian for a few years. I really do, especially when Hitchens was really all I listened to or read in 2012. Really,
Mm.
I was a utopian in that sense. Like, shit, we can fix this thing. We can fix it. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know.